AFC wildcard game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mixon with it. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down. Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Good go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right, and it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Joey
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
A 32-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Mayfield. This one complete to Scott Miller. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He was Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
24 is the mic. Hey, come on. Hey, alert 33. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Kill. Watch safety green. Watch safety green. Watch out.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mayfield. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Hurry. 24 is the mic. Here we go. Regular.
Mayfield on play action. Man open left side is Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Pass. Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete.
Mayfield
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 24 is the mark. Hey, watch the slant.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Justin Rohrwasser on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10 now, Burrow. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Cincinnati.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Bengals' 11-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Just like that.
Now it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punch.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Scotty Miller there to make the grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
That ties the game at 10. Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the table and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 26-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play fake. Mayfield. Being chased out left. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Going up top for Miller. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Mayfield with it once more. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Mayfield sacked.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Mixon will get it to start the second half. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the air again, Burrow. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. And Burrow going to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Number 1.
From 13 yards out. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Lining up for the point
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, and ended up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's 2 sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 29, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
The 17-yard line.
24 is the mark. I didn't know why his team showed up. Check 50, check 50.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 17 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Cincinnati.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
First down, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he fires one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Flushed out right. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Again, it's Burrow. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
15-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down. And 4 yards to go.
Burrow looking to pass. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
To number 1.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Sly on for the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Lindsey. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Mayfield on play action. Rolling to his right. And he's got Miller. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
24 is the mic. Watch one.
They go play action. Mayfield. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Now Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans can take the lead with an extra point. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Texans 24, Bengals 23.
Following the touchdown, Roy Wasser handles the kickoff duties. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here we go with Burrow, eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
And 2.
Another run by Lindsey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock...
And that's caught inside the 30. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose, but otherwise...
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Single, slot. Hey, we have to
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And that one falls incomplete. And now, look at the clock. Only 7 seconds remain.
5-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey, and he's going to get stopped up quickly.
On the carry.
Give him a yard down to the 43.
On the tackle.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And that is is incomplete. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Flushed out right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a 1st down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
2nd and goal from the 1. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags, and in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start.